And hello, my name's Fox 9 till Dagan. I'm Fox and my brother Cerberus. I'm here with Larry in the background. You can see the shine off his head. Try to move in more to the camera. And
try moving away from the bombs.
Are you trying to move in the middle? Bombs?
You didn't get it.
Stop. We just got out of Spider-Man Homecoming. Me and him saw it together. He saw it at a later screening, a little bit, like 15 minutes later.
Yeah, you like bailed on us, by the way. Thanks.
Hey, you saw. We go to pick him up, and he as soon as and we're late for our movie, and then he runs to his movie.
What a friend.
That's fine.
The Easter eggs.
Hold on. We just got out of Spider-Man Homecoming, like I said. It was freaking good. I liked it. Welcome home, Spider-Man.
Yep.
It was freaking good. Me and Nando both have, or me and Cerberus have our own shirts. He has more the working class. What is it?
Working class.
I was going for working class. The one Spider. Not Andrew Garfield. The other one. Tobey Maguire. Working class Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. See, you're in on the thing now, because you like the pizza when he's a pizza delivery boy. But he still has powers.
Anyway, I like the Easter egg. My favorite Easter egg was the Iron Spider suit.
Oh, spoilers!
Really
God dang spoilers!
Easter egg.
That was really the ending. Which in the end, I was like, I'm torn on the ending a little bit on that bit, because I'm just like, yeah, you get invited to the Avengers, you take that.
Well, no, because there's more than. Remember, he was gonna have to move there and live there, and he'd leave all his friends and school behind. He wasn't ready for that.
Really? I think they could easily. What is it? Upstate, so they're still New York.
Yeah, but upstate's like upstate.
Yeah, but they have jets.
How's his friend gonna?
They have
there?
jets. They could fly there.
Yeah, but
like
his friend's gonna have school.
Like literally, Tony Stark.
Hey, hold up.
What?
Move the camera over.
Okay.
No one can see you anyway.
My question is,
okay.
The girl that he was supposed to go to homecoming with. Which character was that?
I'm not sure. I think she
was what we call a red herring.
She's probably someone in the Marvel universe that I don't know. But right now, she was the stereotype. The stand-in for Gwen Stacy.
Oh, is she ever gonna come back?
Probably not.
Probably not. Or if she does, she's probably gonna come back as a villain. Also, again, one thing I liked that I'll say that there are Easter eggs in it, and it references like almost every other Spider-Man movie, whether it be Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man with like the whole like him stopping the train, but in this one it's him holding the boat together, or Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man where the elevator was falling and then having to catch the girl with the web and everything. And even the ending,
the Gwen Stacy one too.
Yeah, and even the end credit scene, again with not the end credit scene, the end credit scene where they hint at a Sinister Six movie or the Sinister Six coming in. It's just like, yeah, we did everything all you other Spider-Man movies did and did it better. And again, I like, out of all the Spider-Man movies, well, then I love this one, but out of the Spider-Man movies, excluding these ones, the Andrew Garfield ones are my favorites. I think I gotta rewatch Spider-Man 2 because
I like Tobey Maguire ones.
They're all right. I think
Spider-Man 3 was bad, but Spider-Man 2 was really good.
I say, well, here's the thing. Like, what is it? Again, nostalgia critic way. I like how he places it because he talks about both of these. The Tobey Maguire Spider-Man never, in a sense, grows. He's always basically the same character where it's, I don't want to be Spider-Man. Being Spider-Man sucks. I don't want to have all these powers. And then he becomes Spider-Man and so on. There, you're very quiet. But the Andrew Garfield one, he learns from his action. He learns from his face and keeps growing. And in this one, it's even doubled on top of that. Being that he learns new abilities. He learns how to control the webbing and, eventually become a superhero that can be worthy of the Avengers or joining the Avengers.
I like how they set up his next romantic relationship. Oh yeah, they kind of gave it a basis for him and Mary Jane.
Yeah.
What happened?
What is her name in this one? Michelle. Yeah, Michelle
but
something.
You heard her say her initials are MJ.
I know.
You kind of hinted with Mary Jane.
Yeah, it's supposed to be that.
And it was kind of interesting.
Jane before she was supposed to be.
She's supposed to be Mary Jane. Yeah.
It was kind of interesting how every other story he's the one chasing Mary Jane because he likes her, but now in this story she likes him.
But that's because he had a love interest before her.
Yeah, but yeah, in this one she likes him. It's the other way around.
She likes him.
I know, but he had a love it like in all the other movies. It's him after her. Like, but he had someone else like that had his attention before
MJ was, yeah. So in other words, like he didn't have like time to notice her, I guess, in a sense.
But she was noticing him, like you were saying. I'm just saying, it's funny because he had a love interest, but it wasn't focused on her.
Yeah. And also I love, like they say like a lot of villains in the Marvel universe that aren't really all that memorable. This one is Michael Keaton. Yeah, heck, they even have some Batman references in this. I think with the whole interrogation scene.
You remember the Falcon guy? That's who he was.
No, he's not the Falcon. He's not the Falcon. No, that's Vulture.
That's Vulture.
This is Vulture, not Falcon. Falcon's the other dude. What the heck are you talking about? Falcon's Captain America's friend.
No,
the black guy.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Falcon. I was just
yes, you did. You literally said Falcon.
I said Falcon, but I meant the guy, that old guy that was like played the Vulture in the comic book.
Yeah, Vulture. Yeah. Michael Keaton plays him. It's pretty good.
He was a good bad guy. Like I was like, fucking cool.
And I at least you understand
why he's
why he's a bad guy. It's not
how he started.
Yeah, exactly. That
like they even had a story for him.
Yeah, you know, why it started and everything. Yeah, it's not just I'm a bad guy.
Yeah.
I'm evil.
I do bad things.
I'm evil elf guy who wants to destroy Earth or some bullcrap like that. It's a character that one you can relate to, one you know. He
wants to do nothing with the Avengers.
He just wants to make he wants to pay for his family and everything. Keep them high living and give those slices of life. Yeah.
Just like
what I like that was different about this from other Spider-Mans.
Yeah.
Is other Spider-Mans talk about when he first got bit. And then after that, after he's learning how to use his powers, they kind of skip over that, and they show how he's like mastered his powers.
Well, he has
also another reference to the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man when he's webbing everything up. He goes, "Go web, go!" Yeah. But in this one, Marvel knows you've seen this story twice. If you've seen the movies. The beginning story, you've seen it more if you watch the animated series, if you read the comic books, if you even know vaguely who Spider-Man is, you know how he got his power, so we don't need another origin story for him.
Like a vision of it.
I mean, I like
the fact that they just mentioned it was
cool. Unlike Batman, where every other movie that he's in, that he starts in, you always have a reference to his parents being killed. Like literally almost every movie he's ever in.
I like how in this movie he's mastered his powers, but he still hasn't mastered his powers.
Well, how can you say that? That makes no sense.
It does.
Also,
he knows how to
master your powers, but not master them. Listen to what you just said. You
he doesn't really have full control over his powers. You see him face plant into a rock into the floor.
I'm trying to explain what I meant.
Okay.
But not
here, can you let me explain what I meant, man? What I'm trying to say is...
Go, Larry, go!
the Spider-Man that we know in the comic books that's a master at doing what he does, he's not quite there. He's in the adolescent phase.
He's also not a clone.
First getting his powers, and first learning what powers he has, and being able to use them to his fullest potential. He can't use them to his fullest potential yet.
I mean, he kind of
halfway use them.
He kind of learns it later on, at least... I like how they put the suit is kind of how he does all the different web abilities that he has throughout the games, movies, and stuff like that, where it's the taser web or the web bolts. I was like, that was freaking awesome. I freaking love that. I love the eyes always opening and closing like in the comics. See, they did this well, and it kind of sucks that I think that after Infinity War, he's going back with just Sony, which sucks so hard. If Sony was smart, they would cut a deal with Marvel.
They did.
I know, but cut a deal where Marvel still has a hold of it. They still get money from it, and Marvel's still able to, use him for more things than just, okay, yeah, here's this. Because in this one, I believe Marvel Studios doesn't get any money out of it.
Dude, look at that! Holy shit, fuck!
There's like
God damn!
Jesus, there's a car that
flipped over.
Oh shit!
Hey, look, everybody.
It's too late.
Oh, we already passed it.
That was like 50 car.
That was a 50 car.
Spider-Man! Alright, get out. We can go be Spider-Man.
It was not 50 car.
I like how the fucking beginning, the little Spider-Man theme song.
Oh, yeah, the Spider-Man theme song played. That was pretty cool.
But what people, if you've never actually listened and watched Marvel's like little outside of the comic books, how the actual people who are actually working on behind the scenes, how they describe what's going to happen. Infinity War is not going to be the end of the series. It's actually going to be like the kind of the middle point. There's actually going to be movies after Infinity War.
Well, yeah,
you know that,
dude. Marvel's on a roll. Why on earth would they stop?
Like Ant-Man versus Wasp.
If anything, I'm going to tell you right now. If anything, the next
Ant-Man and Wasp.
If anything, the next big crossover after Infinity War, the thing that's going to tie everything together, probably change the Marvel universe altogether, is going to be Secret Wars.
Yeah.
That's going to most likely be the next big thing.
Captain Marvel's definitely going to be in that one. She's a badass.
Oh yeah, she's going to get her own movie by then.
Yeah, well, she's going to be had her movie by then.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty cool.
What people got to realize is,
I think people realized it, Larry. You just haven't realized it yourself.
Infinity War, they're gonna kill off some characters.
Oh, definitely. Captain America after Infinity War, Captain's
most likely Captain America's gonna die.
Yep.
Spider-Man's probably gonna die, if only because again the whole deal with Sony, and so Spider-Man's probably gonna die because it's just like, yeah, Sony.
What Marvel could do is get that black kid Spider-Man.
Oh! Well, he's still part. Well, the thing is, he's still part of the Spider-Man brand.
Really?
So, yeah, he's still considered.
Can't use him?
No, but
from booty.
Well,
they're fucking dumb.
Well, actually,
you're dumb, Sony.
Actually,
fucking dumb.
Actually, if that kid actually joined the Avengers, they probably could in the comics because that's what they did with Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch. Because they are part of the Avengers, they can say they're not those mutants, but they're part. But they're, you know, specially gifted characters or whatever. So they could actually do, so they could actually probably have where the second Spider-Man, the black kid, where he, I don't know his name, sadly.
I don't know his name, sorry.
But they could actually.
We're not racist, we have a black friend.
Yeah.
He's back there.
They could probably bring in.
Wave, Larry, wave.
His first name is Miles or something?
Miles Morales, there we go, Miles Morales. Miles Morales, they could probably actually bring him in and say, it's not that Spider-Man, because your Spider-Man's the one who comes from an alternate timeline. This Spider-Man was come from here.
Club.
I think they're actually going to do it like this. Spider-Man turned down the Avengers membership, but technically, like how a company has a person that works with them as a consultant, he's going to kind of be officially an Avenger, and they can actually do standalone movies where they say, well, in this movie, he's actually performing an Avengers mission, so technically, it's an Avengers movie.
You just made it complicated.
So
my brain hurts.
It's only they can only use Spider-Man, Scarlet Witch, and Quicksilver, or they only use Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver if it's in an Avengers setup. They cannot use them in their own single movie.
They could put him. I kind of like how they put Iron Man in the movie.
Oh yeah, he's basically Peter's father figure in this.
Mentor.
I say father figure, especially because
Mr. Miyagi, but not really there.
He brings it up twice that he's like a father mentor to him. What is it?
It's kind of like weird. Like every time you see Iron Man since before this movie, you don't really think of him as being a person.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. He's grown. The character has developed. Has gone through tons of character development.
Die too, because Robert Downey Jr. says he's getting done with that.
Yeah, but I don't know. But if they're gonna kill someone off, it's gonna be Captain, because he straight up said that he's done. And Tony, but he said that he wasn't done recently. He said maybe a couple more movies. So if Infinity War is the last one, that's not a couple movies. That's one movie.
But you gotta realize
Infinity War is gonna be actually 2 movies. So
I don't know. They said they were knocking down to 1.
In a technicality,
they can't knock it down to 1 because that fucking would be retarded.
They said they were. I hope they're not though. That's the one movie they should have in 2 parts.
Yeah, they've already approved $1 billion budget for it, so they can't really go back and change the budget. But my thing is, the freaking Avengers roster over all the years that it's been around is huge. It's endless, just like the Justice League roster. So I mean, even if they kill off all the characters they have now, they could easily.
You should really just start recording videos like this.
They could easily basically come up with some more characters.
You gonna buy me a new battery when the truck dies?
And basically, they could easily come up with some more characters, do the same thing, kill off those characters, and then do like another set of movies.
I guess, but again, they're using characters that are in the comics who have fans and everything like that, or even obscure characters. They're not going to make new characters just for that. But again, like Miles Morales, they could bring him back. They could make him like an Avenger in the comics and then bring him into the Avengers series.
I mean, yeah, but a lot of these characters had successors. So they might just decide that, hey, let's bust in their successors now that we've killed off the characters. Like, some people are saying that Bucky should become the new Captain America.
It's either going to be Bucky or it's going to be Falcon. Most likely Falcon.
That don't fucking sound right. Like, I couldn't see that shit happening.
It's in the comics.
I know, but like in the comics, it's different. Whereas on the show, on the movie,
we're really supposed to be talking about the movie, guys.
Yeah, but in any case,
because of who the characters look like.
The movie.
Okay.
Did you enjoy the movie?
Yeah. The movie was awesome, and
the movie was
the secret though.
It was
the
awesome.
fact that we didn't get to see him use the Iron Spider suit. I would.
Well, no, of course they're not going to do that.
Why would they do that? That would just be a waste.
No, I'm saying I wish I had seen.
And my gosh, about that secret ending. Oh boy, about how it just talked about Infinity War, just hinted at everything. Don't you remember that awesome secret ending, Larry?
Who are you talking to? He didn't see it though.
I know, the awesome secret ending. It literally talks about Infinity War and it hints at
the trailer
what's coming.
of Infinity War.
I know, right? Like, you freaking see everything. You see Captain.
You see everything.
Well, you see Cap. You see the...
Yeah, what did you see? What happened?
What do you see? You learn... You need to learn that there's patience. That an awesome movie is coming. You need to be patient about it. That's what you learned about this.
What was Captain wearing? Did you see what Captain was wearing?
Yeah, his new suit.
Yeah, what did it look like?
All blue with the white star in the chest.
All blue?
Yeah, they reinvented it.
Oh.
Where did you find this trailer? I've never seen
Anyways, the movie was awesome.
It's at the end of the
Spider-Man's
Spider-Man. But yeah, it's really good. There's a lot of... Shut up. There's a lot of references.
What? He got to talk about fucking comic books.
I know, but you're just making sound effects.
Yeah, because that's what they sounded like when it was made. They're like, wow!
Everyone knows it makes THWIP THWIP.
And then Shocker, the first Shocker was bad.
Yeah, Shocker was freaking cool.
And Spider-Man's like, fuck you,
we already got, we got Scorpion, we got Shocker, we got Vulture, now we need Mysterio, Rhino, and...
Come on.
Mysterio, Rhino, Doc Ock. That's all we need for the... They did better than all the other Spider-Man movies, leading everything up to it, which is freaking good.
They pretty much unveiled a lot of characters in the first movie, but they did it the right way. Whereas a lot, like, you got fucking
yeah, it just alludes to new things coming.
Like DC, I know you don't like me talking about DC, but they fucked up.
No, we like you talking about DC, but when we're doing a DC review, yeah, like, we're doing Marvel right now.
I'm doing a comparison so I can explain what I'm talking about.
You explain it by using Marvel, because that's what we went to see.
I'm using, well, you can't really do it.
No.
Okay, basically, in this movie, they did what DC couldn't do.
No.
They introduced a lot of main characters without fucking up the storyline. Whereas DC, they only introduced a lot of main characters.
Also, the whole twist with Michael Keaton being the spoilers, I guess. Michael Keaton being the father.
I didn't see that coming.
Oh, no, I didn't see that. I thought like they were not going to.
You should have just kept that quiet.
I just thought they were going to.
That was like a boom for me. I was like.
Basically, I don't think I said it. Basically, the whole Michael Keaton twist in the end, I didn't think they'd show his wife and everything. And when they did, I was like, oh. Fudge!
They didn't even show his wife. They just showed the house.
They showed his wife.
I know they showed his wife, but when they showed the house,
they showed the house.
That's when I was like,
and they showed him
not really, because you see my
when you show him come out when you show him open the door, and
that's when you're like,
and you're just like,
he spoiled it.
Oh, we haven't even said anything yet.
My favorite part though, and was we was in the kitchen, and he was had the knife in his hand, and he was sharpening that knife. And Peter was just like,
that entire thing was a tense scene.
And like how Peter was like, looked like he was like fucking sweating, like he was in a fucking interrogation. And then
we're sweating in this hot ass fucking truck.
Yeah.
And then I liked how he had that pistol in the front seat, and he was just holding the gun in his hand.
This was a really good movie. Karen was funny.
Karen was funny. Oh my god,
that's the new Jarvis.
Karen. How long have we been in here?
Actually, I wonder if it feels real good. I wonder if Karen's actually in the comic books.
Karen, how long have you been? I've been in here.
37 minutes. What the?
I don't think he said what the.
I don't know. He's like, oh, you gotta be kidding me or something like that. But the movie was good. I would definitely say go check it out. the ending is...
Go check it out.
The ending is hilarious. Anyways, thanks for watching. And that ending credit scene, that amazing ending credit scene will make you go, what the? And I may... Either this is going to be a video on its own, or I'm going to edit the two videos together. That way...
They just work.
It's just one. But, yeah, after Larry left, we kind of decided, we both kind of figured, we never really even talked about the movie that much.
Yeah, we didn't really get into the movie.
We talked about it, yeah, we talked about it, but we never really got into it.
Yeah.
So, you know, just, here's this video.
So the movie starts off kind of like, I feel it's after Civil War.
No, no, it's after,
it's after Civil War.
No, it's after, the first Avengers. It's right after the first Avengers.
No, because he goes and fights Captain America. It's after Civil War. This is right after Civil War.
No, it opens with Vulture. And then it goes to Civil War.
Right, but I'm talking about Peter.
Well, yeah, it first opens on Civil, after...
Oh, you're talking about like when it opened, the first Avenger.
When it opens, yes. It opens after
like 7 years.
8 years ago.
8?
8 years ago.
Right, I apologize.
When the Chitauri attack, which in both, what is it? In all of the Marvel Netflix series, and in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the Chitauri weapons and stuff like that is actually a giant plot point. Where the alien's tech is gotten into criminal hands and has gotten many deaths and gotten new weapons. And this, I like how it kind of continues with that. If anything, these guys probably sold a lot of those weapons to all these villains. Like, there's even the thing called a Judas bullet that could, like, basically hurt Luke Cage.
Really?
Yeah. So
that's cool.
It opens up after that,
and I like that. I like how we see how he starts.
Yep, we see how he starts.
He's the bad guy. He's a bad guy, dude.
But the thing is, you understand, he is a bad guy. He's like basically quote unquote straight up criminal. But you understand why he's a criminal.
Yeah.
You understand the reason why he's one, because of his family. Like in another movie, he is the hero of that movie in a sense. If you think about it, those movies where you follow the bad guy, the criminal boss, that he has, you could basically follow his own movie with him.
I would watch a movie of the Vulture, but it was good. I like that.
I like that bit, and then it opens up with the Peter Parker on his phone where it shows.
Oh, right, where he does like a little diary video.
Yeah, where he shows him going all the way to doing basically all things where he first gets his suit.
Yeah.
And then when he goes to grab Captain America's shield and everything,
that was cool.
You see everything from different angles or what he was doing or when he was off screen.
Yeah.
That was all freaking awesome.
The whole Tony and Stark in the limo scene, that is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, the whole thing with Tony Stark in the limo scene, which again, you see the bonding between those two characters, which I liked. And again, I love everything.
It's kind of like Tony's like, I know I'm gonna give you this massive gift, but I got it on lockdown.
Oh yeah, I love this suit where like at one point Spider-Man, after he goes to his party, but he has to bail because he's taking on the guys who are having these weapons.
Right.
Yeah, I like how after he falls in and Tony Stark has to save him, it's like, would you put a tracker in my suit or something? He's like, of course I did. It's just like, it's like if someone said no, it's like, no, of course I put a tracker in the suit.
I've also put a heater, and like the suit goes.
And yeah, just like
that was cool.
I'm like, that's freaking awesome. But you see, like, one again, I love this.
Tony kind of did that, like, shame on you.
Well, yeah, again, he's the father figure in this. He's the closest thing Peter will ever have to a father in this series.
Yeah, that's probably true. That'd be cool, though.
Heck, for all we know, we don't even really know if Uncle Ben is in this series or not.
That's true. There's like no mention of it. Well, Peter does say something, but he never says what it was. He's like, she's been through a lot already.
Yeah, so I guess they are hinting that it is Uncle Ben, especially since that's such a staple. Which also, they do change his powers a bit. And the only bit I mean is he does not have a spider sense.
Yeah, definitely.
He
would have definitely seen some shit coming.
Oh yeah, a lot of bad stuff that were happening, like he would have known, but they took that away, which I think is kind of all right.
Yeah, it kind of might make
if you think about it, that is one of his powers. It's kind of like, why? A little bit, but in the end, that was still an all right change, because that still adds up a little more than just like, oh no, danger is coming. It is now like, oh crap, danger is here, when he finds out immediately. Though I will say some of the problems could have easily been fixed by a call from Tony. Like,
but he was trying to prove himself.
I know, but I mean, like, the FBI sting.
Yeah, because Tony would be like, hey, I'm gonna call the FBI. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, there's a scene where there's an undercover.
I think would have never happened.
Yeah, there's an undercover sting where there's going on, and Spidey kind of falls into it, following some guys, and it's just like, you know, Tony, if you, and he said, Tony even tells him, like, I was the only one who believed in you, and something like that. I'm just like, well, great. Maybe you call him and say, hey, I'm going on that lead you gave us. Yeah, we're having FBI sting.
We're taking care of it.
We're taking care of it. Everything's under control.
Don't worry about it.
We got the FBI involved. You don't have to worry about it anymore. Maybe one little phone call could have fixed that entire bit, but no, Tony is like,
don't worry about it.
Yeah.
This is just told him, like, don't worry about it.
We're good. This isn't the light where we have to press the button, is it?
No.
Okay, just double checking. But
it's a really long light. But let's see.
I love the whole bit with Aunt May is brought up multiple times that she's hot.
Yeah.
Which I thought was funny. We're like Tony Stark in the beginning even goes like, hey Aunt May. Hey, well no, when Tony Stark's in the video.
Oh yeah.
Hey Aunt May. What you wearing? Something skimpy, I hope. He's like, no, that's inappropriate.
And then like the guy at the deli said it, and then Peter came back. He's like, how's your daughter?
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah, I like that bit where he talks like in Italian or whatever. He's like, oh, and he says in Italian, but how's your daughter? He's like, you know what? Your sandwich is $10.
I like this Peter Parker.
This Peter Parker's good.
He was like a nerd, but like not because he was weak.
No, he's a nerd because he's the nerd.
Was smart.
That's how Peter's supposed to be. Though I will say still, the Andrew Garfield one I felt was more quippier.
He felt like a loner.
This Spider-Man, even though I do like him, he wasn't as. I think in Civil War he was more quippy.
Yeah.
In this one, he wasn't as quippy as the Andrew Garfield one, which I actually really loved his quips and everything in that one. This one, he was funnier, but a lot of it, his funniness came from him being awkward. Whether it be like him trying to interrogate a dude with a deep Batman voice. Sounds like that's
what a girl sounds like. I'm not a girl.
I'm not a girl. Shut up, I'm a boy. I mean, I'm a man. That was funny. Or I just love the bit with Karen in his head and everything.
Yeah, that was cool. I really like that.
I record everything. Everything? Everything.
I am Thor.
I am Thor, son of Asgard. No, keep going farther.
Like I said, this one and Guardians of the Galaxy is like really close because I like Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Like, I thought that's by far my favorite Marvel movie. This is a really long light.
I think this is the one where we have to go press the button.
No, I don't think so.
But, what was it? I like, this one I really, again, this one I like, I say Guardians of the Galaxy 2, I probably laughed more.
I think so,
but
too.
that one I think was more
But I really enjoyed this one. Like, I really got into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Guardians of the Galaxy I really got into because, like, the colors, and it was in space, and it was kind of like the classic 80s.
Yeah, this one, it wasn't like that. I think I should go press that button.
Hold on, he's gonna go press the button.
Hold on a second, yeah, because this light is like permanently red. So excuse me real quick. My phone! What happened?
It worked! It worked! I hope you got that.
I helped you!
It worked. Anyways, okay, back
to the movie, yeah.
Like I said, I really got into the Spider-Man movie.
Oh yeah, this one I really liked. I like the whole part where he looks down at the mask and half his face, half the other.
They did that whole scene like I told you was the comic book where he gets trapped under some
rubble and he has to pick it up.
I
felt like that was a scene that was supposed to be from something.
There was kind of like that was the moment where he became Spider-Man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was really good.
That was his moment. I thought that was badass.
I like the whole bit, like, you know, it's like he says, if you hear nothing about this suit, then you don't need this suit.
Yeah.
And yeah, like Spidey needs to become stronger. Though
you're right, because he was kind of like, that would be like an Uncle Ben moment, like.
Yeah, with great power comes great responsibility.
That would have been that moment.
That's basically what that scene was for Tony.
So Tony, yeah, okay, I see it now. I understand.
And like again, like he even says at one point, he's like, "God dang, I sound like my father," and this stuff like that. Because Tony Stark is the closest thing he'll have to a dad. That is the closest thing he'll have, and Aunt May is the closest thing he'll have to a mom. That's kind of the thing. Even though
that's the closest thing Tony would have to his son.
Yeah, that's how I think. So, if Tony Stark does die, it'd be kind of cool if Peter's there. like the whole thing.
Next Iron Man.
So, well, not the next Iron Man, but he has the Iron Spider suit.
But what I'm saying is that the Spider-Man could become the next Iron Man.
In a way, yeah. That was freaking good. Even though, again, if you're going to, if someone offers you to be an Avenger, you take it. If anything, imagine how cool it would be if Tony, because I think right then and there he was gonna like show his identity that he was an Avenger. Imagine how cool it would have been if like one of the, maybe Infinity War, it's Tony Stark dropping Peter off at work or at his school, but it's by jet. Like, all right, Peter, have fun, and you just see the jet lift off and fly away.
A normal guy, like he wouldn't be a normal kid again, and that's what's kind of like. That's one of the big things about Spider-Man is that he has to juggle being a superhero, dude. That's kind of, and a teenager.
That's a little bit of, well, in the comic books, he's been like 20-something for how many years? He's already way out of high school. This is the repeat of Spider-Man. Whenever you start beginning, yeah.
That's what's so awesome.
The beginning of Spider-Man
is that he has to try to be a kid and that can stop a bus with his bare hands, like you said. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I get that. That is one of the biggest appeals to Spider-Man, which, again, is kind of a reason why apparently some of the comic books are a little messing up in some bits. Even though some of them I really do like. The Superior Spider-Man I really like. That's the one where Doc Ock takes over his head. It's freaking cool.
The movie was great, though.
Oh, yeah, the movie
I liked it.
A movie I loved, and again, I loved all the references to all the other Spider-Men. I loved, again, go Web, go! And that's just like a quick little thing, or when he's holding the thing, the boat together. Yeah. That was awesome. When he's swinging around and just like scrapes his face on the ground.
I like when he like he stops a guy trying to steal a car, and it's his car.
It's a dude's car.
And like this whole big argument that would happen like in Queens, if you've ever been there.
Actually,
yelling.
Yelling from the window. Hey, what are you doing? That's his car. That's not your car.
And then you see Stanley and this lady's like, "Hey, how you doing there?" He's like, "Oh, I'm fine."
I will say our Andrew Garfield one's Stanley cameo was a little bit better still. Way better.
Oh, the one in the piano.
Yeah, the one where he's like, where he's listening to music while Spider-Man and the Lizard are fighting in the background. Yeah, that was still better Stanley cameo.
Yeah, dude, and the Vulture was really good. I really felt he could have killed Spider-Man.
I really liked he was very intimidating. Like Michael Keaton played it as a villain, and it was beautiful. It was awesome. And I liked the look of Vulture. Like
it was, dude. I would want to be in that. It was so fucking cool.
Like the ending suit when he's standing on the thing, you just see the wings covered over. Like that is an intimidating scene. And he knew how to see that. You run.
That's what I liked about it. He already knew how to use it. So when we I think when we first meet Vulture in the beginning, like 7 years passed by.
8 years.
8. So he knows what to do.
He knows how to control it. He knows how to use it.
Dude,
I always love the idea of taking alien tech and then just making it better, using it for your own things. Yeah, I always loved that idea, and I love how they're amplifying on top of that.
I mean, damn, he played a good bag. I like the part in the car where he threatens Peter because he
just pulls out a gun.
Yeah, dude.
Like, I'm just like, Jesus. He
uses it all together in his head. Like he's learned that he was in Washington and this stuff, and he was there.
And it's not like some bullcrap way either. Like
and then this chick is throwing on the bus. She's like, I was at your party. No, you weren't. You disappeared. He's like, no, I was there. Like,
and it's at that moment, it's just like, shut up.
He's just
shut the fuck up.
Like, put it in her mouth, you know. But dude, like when he intimidated, I was like, holy shit, dude. Like he will go to your house, like just him. Boom.
He is the guy I would be afraid would come to my house and try to like that's like if you ever needed a secret identity, it would be from him, from Michael Keaton. Because Jesus, he was horrifying in that bit. And I loved like just the look with the glowing green eyes in it.
And it was kind of like what you would wear if you were in a jet or something. And
so it was like the best way I could say it. It's kind of like and again, I'm bringing up Batman, the Dark Knight series, where it's like his suit is
Marvel.
I know, but his suit.
Marvel. I'm just saying.
His suit is made for military purposes. Yeah. So it makes sense why his suit is how it is, bulletproof and all that. And his suit is made to fly in the air to keep him warm, and so he can breathe oxygen and stuff like that. So it all makes sense on why these things connect.
It wasn't like he was like in a vulture suit. And
yeah, or just in the comics, like a leotard with vulture
like,
wings.
he was badass. Like
everything is connected on why he looks like this and why this works.
Yeah,
and I freaking love that. Even like he's basically a very high tech thief. It's a really good movie.
And then they introduced Shocker, which
they introduced Shocker out of nowhere. I'm like, oh, Shocker's. Which also another thing I liked was his jacket, where it's the red and then it has the quilted arms look. I'm like, holy crap, they incorporated Shocker's original costume into this without like botching it. That's amazing.
That was cool.
They updated the look, they kept it in this universe, and still kept it where it wasn't like, again, comic book ones, it's quote unquote corny a little bit sometimes, at least the costume and stuff.
Right.
But then this one, for the superheroes for the villains who aren't like going the whole route like that, it makes sense on why they look like this. Or I don't know, maybe that guy just liked that jacket.
Yeah, maybe.
It's like the other guy died. It's like, I like that. I had another jacket like that. I want that.
It was cool.
It was really cool. I really liked it. If you want to what is it, newest Marvel movie, check this one out. Like,
definitely check this one.
The thing is, though, also before I end this video, because I've been watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and that's placed after Thor: Dark World. Okay. I'm on season 2. It's just like watching this one where time is caught up with everything. I'm just like, oh, right. This is after everything else. Well, everything else is before. This is after. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, I caught up. I'm caught up. Yeah, like I'm like, okay, yeah, I gotta remember now. Okay, all that happened then. This is now. Okay, it's freaking awesome. I love that they have the universe. That way, even if you're not watching one of the newer movies, you can still watch what's happening in this universe.
And you know what's going on.
Exactly.
Like, they could say something like, I know what they're talking about.
Exactly, because I think at one point a character is saved in the TV series, and he appears in Civil War. I think he's like having a medical treatment done to him.
Really?
Yeah, if I remember correctly, it's Fitz, I think. But yeah, the movie is good. Go check it out. It highly recommend it.
2 thumbs up.
Yeah, it's really
it up, Marvel.
This is the better Spider-Man, and I hope Sony and them cut a deal where Spider-Man can stay in the cinematic universe.
We'll see.
I'm freaking hoping they do.
Only time will tell.
Either way, thank you for watching. Check out the videos, and we will see you later. Bye, Frank. What the?